anybody, I told you. But there is a room here with a bathroom attached.
Would be better to be with you all.
Yes.
But in Melbourne, I would like to stay in a hotel. Would be better, just to show little resentment at the way they are behaving. How many came for follow-on after my program? After my program? 50 people. And then how many stayed?
Only 3 or 4.
That's just like it. I don't know, there's something missing. I don't know what is missing. Like in Russia, I don't know how people settle down that fast. They have never heard of God. I think we have too much conditioning of all these things, God and religion, this, that, which has deviated. So we are between the two. Some people who believe in God in a blind way and are following something wrong, religions which are deviated. There are some people who are against it completely. They are atheists, intellectuals. So we are lost in between, you see. And that's why it takes time here. And there is not much of introspection also. But I must say Russians are very introspective and very humble people, very humble. Even the media is very humble. The media people who came to see me there, even like Pravada, which is a hardliner, I should say, was very good. Only thing they said something mischievous, that it's better Gorbachev goes and sees mother because I think he needs her help, something like that. That made him stop from coming and seeing me. You see. But when they faced me, they said spiritually we are very poor. We have not known what a spiritual life is, and how can we really establish ourselves into SahajaYoga. Please tell us how to do it. It's very surprising, isn't it? But in countries which are democratic, we think we know all about religion, about God. Either it is false or it is absolute truth. There's nothing in between. I was reading about Islam, Faces of Islam. I was really amazed. It's all SahajaYoga, what Muhammad Sahib has preached. All SahajaYoga. Only thing is not very much. But he was born on the void level, so naturally tried to establish the religion and the framework of religion, how people should be and all that, which we have in SahajaYoga also, same thing. But it's not forced on us. It's not forced. It's a thing that is absolutely innate. Because we like it, we do it. We love it and we enjoy it. That's why we do it. This is the difference. But the intellectuals in Islam are very sensible, I must say, much better than Christians. Because they are admitting that there's a lot of deviation. Never confuse Muslims with Islam. And whatever Muhammad Sahib has contributed is really very precious, because he has said that, first of all, he has to make a framework, which he admitted. He has to make a framework. That means a kind of a framework of thought and behavior. But without giving realization, if you make a framework, it doesn't work, it drops out. Everybody has made the same type of framework. We can say Christians have the same framework, about the same. He has also talked about seeking the truth and knowledge. He's talked about. Same way Christ has talked, everybody has talked about. Also Buddhism, Jainism, anything is just aiming at that kind of a society that we are. That describing the society that we are in Islam is describing that society. You won't believe that it's so much Sahaj. Just to give it a name of Islam or give it a name of Christianity or give it a name of any religion, we are there. We are the ones who are really following these religions, while those who claim to be have nothing to do. Not only, but they have said that the Muslims have become very rigid. The reason is this, reason is that. Whatever may be the reason, I think the basic reason is that they are not realized souls. This is the basic reason. So now when the Sahaja Yogis are innately enlightened, we call religion as our valencies which are enlightened, then we should become aware of it and we should try to follow that innateness within us. Because if you do anything else, you see, you will feel frustrated. You lose your vibrations. That's the first test. And you won't like it. This innateness that they have described is not there in any religion. It's just forced on them. So this artificial framework doesn't work out. Come in, space. This artificial framework doesn't work out, and that's what should be avoided in Sahaja Yoga completely. That we have an artificial framework. Many people say, mother said so, mother said so. I may say anything, that doesn't matter. How far you have gone with it is the point. Like Muhammad Sahib said, then Sanjaya Uvacha in Gita. So they said it, so what? You have to follow, doesn't mean that you just say, I'm Sahaja Yogi. But you have to do something about it. You have to get into it. And you must not only take advantage of Sahaja Yoga in a material way, but in a spiritual way. Then only people will be surprised to see you, that you are spiritually very different people. There's no force on you. There's no artificiality about it. It's all reality which you are feeling, and you are in reality. That will impress people. And I think the trend of mind is going that side very much now, and people are understanding it, that it has to be something real. All these artificial things are not going to work out. It's all fizzling out one by one. I've been reading your newspapers. So now I was surprised that they said the homosexuals they have to be excommunicated. In England, priests are allowed to be homosexuals. I mean, just imagine, how can there be two rules and regulations in the same religion? In Sahaja Yoga, all these things which are wrong just drop out. Your drugs drop out, lethargy drops out, your all these perverted ideas about sex drop out. It's a innate cleansing power which cleanses you completely. But you must open yourself to it, aspire for it. That's how it will work out. That's very important for you people, those who are in the beginning, like the foundation. You have to form a very deep personality of Sahaja. If you are indulging into something small, stupid, or something very insignificant, then people are not going to take to you. Pudayurmasa, come along, come inside. You can come forward. Just move forward. Yeah. So Sahaja Yoga is not what I say, is not Sahaja. What you say, what you talk, you must walk. Because I say so, that doesn't mean by listening to me you become Sahaja Yogis. No. You have to practice it. And practicing is very easy. It's very easy to practice Sahaja Yoga. Because it is innately within you, it is joy-giving, you enjoy your virtues, and you are so secure, so confident. Moreover, such friendship, such brotherhood, such relationship. And the so-called trend of individuality is not very useful, because it is against the spirit of totality of the whole. So individuality is all right, like on a tree, every leaf is different, every flower is different, everything different in the nature you see, because what we call variety. There should be variety. You should not be dressed all of them like military people, all of you looking the same. There should be variety. That's how there's beauty. But that doesn't mean that you have your own individual ideas about religion. You cannot. All these ideas must come from within. Whatever are your reactions to outside should not be your ideas. They should be inspired, revelation from within. And if it comes to revelation, then you'll find that all of them are just the same. There's no inconsistency, nothing inconsistent. Everything just smoothly moves into one ocean. So when ideas start trickling down, I think that's another problem in the West, is that we think too much. Think like this, think like that. I mean, all kinds of things go on in our heads. I mean, everybody else is sitting in our head. First of all, we have read a lot. This reading lot also is dangerous, because everybody's ideas are in our head. But then, at the level of religion, what happens is, one is swaha, another is swadha. Swaha is that whatever you read, whatever you see, you consume and burn off whatever is wrong. And whatever is good, you absorb. That is swadha. So first, I mean, you may read anything. I was reading newspaper, all kinds of things. Out of that, I took out the essence of it. What is the problem? But still, one will start choosing then whatever is good for us. I mean, you don't eat poison if you know it's poison. In the same way, discretion comes in, and you start getting to things which are digestible and which are nourishing to our growth in Sahaja. This is a very important point we should know. What do we read? What do we think? What do we enjoy? What do we consume? Because you are people with super intelligence. You have got innately, your intelligence have been enlightened. So you should know how to grasp the things which are good for you, for your nourishment as Sahaja Yogis. To be Sahaja Yogi is a very unique thing. Think of so many people who have never even felt vibrations, who have never felt this all-pervading power. But think from that point of view. But that should not give ego at all, but should give a more compassion and more understanding that so much is needed by people. Our whole style is sometimes takes us more outward than inside. So let us try to see how we can go inside. I think the only way is to achieve the state of thoughtless awareness through collective living and through meditation individually also. Collective and also individual meditation. Try to come to a state where you are thoughtless. Try to put your attention on a thoughtless awareness level. Then the growth starts. Because that's the present, not the past, nor the future. So if you stop at thoughtless awareness, you start seeing something much beyond that exists. Now, for example, I see these flowers. See this. Now, what does it relate to me? I should see, of course, the beautiful color, the fragrance. Immediately, the thought goes to the love with which it is given. Immediately. Jumps onto the essence of it. These were not given just for any expression of expectations, but just to express the love. And I see that love immediately, and that I enjoy. This is a very important point, that in thoughtless awareness, you immediately jump onto a relationship with love. Say you see the nature around. Immediately you feel, look at the love of God, how He has created this beautiful world for us, how He has given so many things to us. And then this horrible competitiveness just drops out. Because in the present only you can enjoy what you have achieved, not in the past or the future. Say you buy a little carpet like this. You wanted to buy, you must have worried about it, you must have thought of saving money, whatever it is. When you buy it, there's no joy. Then you want to buy something else. Like it goes on. But supposing you are in the present. Here now, I'm sitting with you in the present. I know all of you very well, like a picture. Even the folds of your clothes and everything, your sitting position, everything is like a picture. And it comes to you. What does it feel? You just like these flowers. Very abstract feeling of joy. So we should try to live in the present, not in the future and in the past. I've got so many letters of confessions. I did this, I did that. I never read them. Never. Why? You should not waste your energy in confessing. That's a wrong thing to do. I don't want to know it. But they send, for their own maybe satisfaction, whatever it is. So it doesn't matter. So I just burn them off or tear them off. So forget the past. That doesn't mean that whatever has built you up to this level you should forget. Whatever has been nourishing your parents, your other relationships, your country, your reading, anything that has nourished you, you must know. But don't think that my childhood was much better or much worse, my mother was bad. This is psychology also. Teaches your mother was bad, that's why you are like this. All blame goes to the mother, poor thing. She has given you birth, she has looked after you. But they will blame your mother. Blame the psychologist, then the mother, that they are putting funny ideas into your heads. Come inside, there's a lot of space. Come in. Just come in. So, when you think of your past, you have to more deal with the whole thing as if you are there for some sort of a treasure for your nourishment. Not just to blame you, I did this, I took drugs. It doesn't matter. What is it? Now you solved your problems. I did other things. Forget it. When you are in the water, in the sea, all right, you are drowned, but you are saved now, you are on the shore. What's the use of thinking about what was happening there? It's useless. But the one who saved you from there, or the fish that you brought you out, or whatever it is, those experiences are nourishing. You should think of that. Then you won't have this diffidence, you won't have this kind of a confused mind. But clear cut. Now I am different. See, when a fruit comes out of a flower, it doesn't think of the flower. In the same way, we should not worry about what has gone wrong with us in the past. But what has gone good with us, we can think of it because that nourishes us. Now for future also, we have to think about future. but not to extend your projections, mental projections, but in meditation. You have to see for yourself what is the future for Sahaja. What can I do? How can I purify myself completely? What have I to do about it? In the beginning, say, to get up in the morning was a very difficult task for Western people. Get up in the morning, have baths, do meditation is too much. And it's a punishment sort of thing. But you're not forced. I mean, if you can't get up, it's all right. But some started getting up, putting their effort. Previous night they would decide, now tomorrow, whatever may happen, I'll get up. Try. What's the harm? Let's see if it helps. Also, they see somebody getting up in the morning, meditating, so different. Then they start doing it. The other day I was in Calcutta. There was one gentleman, very learned lawyer and a chartered accountant. But he had started a factory which was confiscated by the government, and he won the case, lost a lot of money winning that case, and the compensation has not yet come. It's so many years now, about 10 years. So I told him, divert your attention from there. Get into your own profession that you have. Now he's a multimillionaire. He doesn't bother about the little compensation. He said, I better compensate the government now. He's all right. So I told him, how did you achieve it? So he said to me that I saw another one who was much younger to me, who was nothing, he was just an ordinary person, and he was very hot-tempered, ill-treating his wife, doing all kinds of things, and was never available at home for any difficulties. Moreover, outside also he would go and aggress others and trouble others. After SahajaYoga, he changed completely. Not good at jobs, and then he gave up, frustrated, then he couldn't do well anywhere, started a business, he got a loss and all that. And more frustration. Then he came to SahajaYoga. And he developed a personality, a security. He became very rich. Suddenly, he was surprised at himself, and he is not attached. He said, all these riches I've got, mother, I want to do it for SahajaYoga. Whatever, he bought a plot of land, big plot of land, and he wants to start a Sahaj school there. I was amazed at him. He said, now, what is it, how much money do I need? It's more than sufficient. He started working it out that way. Then seeing him, this gentleman changed, the one who was the chartered accountant. When I saw his face, I was amazed. Not the same person, so much, just like a blossom. I said, what happened? It's nothing. I get up in the morning, do my meditation. Evening I do my meditation. That has changed me. Such a small thing, life has changed. But if you have to go for an interview, people will get up at 4 o'clock in the morning. And they get up. But if you have to meditate, they don't. Then it's a punishment to them. Especially in England, it's very much worse. But now, gradually, they have understood the value of it, how it helps you to do meditation in the morning and in the night. It's only 5 minutes in the morning and 10 minutes in the evening, not much. There's no discipline about it. We don't want to force anything on. No way forcing will help, because that has never helped. Also, disciplining children and all that, I found out a new method by which we can really discipline them better, which I am going to implement now on them. Let's see how it works out. So we should know the principle of SahajaYoga. And one of the principles of SahajaYoga is that we have to meditate. if you have to go. Meditation means at that time we are in thoughtless awareness. That time neither future nor past. So we open out ourselves to the primal force, to this all-pervading power, to fill us up with inspiration, with beautiful ideas. Actually, like the nourishment of the tree, which is achieved by the sap of the tree. And to feel the love of God. To feel how we are instruments of that love. And how the love can flow through us. So in the morning I have told them to meditate about 5 minutes or say 10 minutes. When you shouldn't put the watch, now 5 minutes. And a bell rings. Oh, finished. That's not the, you should enjoy. I have told some people 5 minutes, they go on sitting for 1 hour. Enjoy. It's an enjoyment. It's the inner enjoyment of the inner beauty of yourself, the inner glory of yourself. Watching yourself within is beautiful. But some people start it as hypocrites, doesn't matter. Still they achieve. And some are very smart. See. They think they can cheat themselves very well with their intelligence. No use, what's the use of cheating yourself with your intelligence? Is of no advantage. So we have to think that this intelligence, which doesn't give us the strength to rise, to ascend to our heights, is not the real intelligence. The super intelligence will just show us the achievement that we have to achieve. Will show us all that beautiful, pure life that we have to achieve. That's the work of a super intelligence. But for the dullards, Sahaja is very difficult. They are busy with something here and something there. They can never rise. They never make a point. And they can never understand what is important in life for a Sahaja. So when I say you meditate, I do not mean that it's a discipline for you. No way. But it's a path. It's a way out for you to get to your thoughtless awareness, where you know yourself means you know not only your chakras, not the chakras of others, but you know that you are the spirit, that you are the pure spirit, and that you have been glorified. As if there's a covenant with God before we were born as human beings. And now we are fulfilling that. We are going back to that which was put within us. We are achieving that. And that's what is the most important understanding about oneself. Same mother has said that you are beautiful, you are compassion, your virtues, and that you are the truth, you are the spirit. So why not we become that? Why not? So whenever your so-called intelligence starts telling you, oh, it's all right, no escape from this is going to help you. I mean, if you want to escape, you are free to escape, no doubt. But why to escape this, which is so important, which is so good for you? It's a very easy way, SahajaYoga is the easiest. When I see what people have done to achieve their ascent, I get frightened really. You had to go to Himalayas without any clothes, you have to stay there and exert yourself. I have got a film of Adi Shankaracharya. Poor fellow had to renounce the world just to go to spread this message of Vedas, which is the same. I mean, whether it is message of Christianity or message of Buddhism, any message like that, in the real way, is the same. How much he had to suffer? That's not the case. You don't have to suffer. Every step you move, you go get 10 times the blessings in every way. Materially, physically, emotionally. But the greatest is the spiritual. And in that, you become such a personality that whatever may happen around, you enjoy yourself. It's not a relative life anymore. Just enjoy yourself, and others who see you also enjoy you. I want you all to get all the powers, so-called, that I have, and should be even more. That's what I want you to have. That's the desire of a mother always. May God bless. Now, if there are any questions, I would like to answer also. It's not that if you are in SahajaYoga, you can't ask me questions. You should.
Srimataji, do you feel that
Chashma anla ka? Just get my... This is working out? Such a... I never used to wear spectacles, but for this 4-5 years back, my eye started...
We try to bounce it upwards so that it wouldn't...
That's much better. Reflected glory. And you have to be humorous. You have to be humorous. So,
Srimataji, do you feel that Mr. Gorbachev's likely to emerge as a big power in Russia again? Have we seen the end of him?
what's it?
Will Mr. Gorbachev, do you think, emerge as a big power in Russia again?
Do you know the good news or not?
We heard yesterday.
Yes, he wants to meet me. Let's see. I hope I'll put him right. Poor man. He should have met me before. You see, met all horrible type of people. All kinds of bad gurus and everything he met. That was his mistake. If he had met me, I would have really warned him against them. They did something to him. Though I worked out, how I worked it out myself. But now the time has come for him to get to himself. Arresting is a horrible fellow. He's more sort of an American man who wants to enjoy parties and women and this and that. Americans are very much impressed by it. The more stupid you are, the better it is there. Like this Elizabeth's honeymoon. I mean, Australians will never do that. I mean, you are very much mature compared. Such stupid people, I tell you. And America is full of them. I don't know how to bring sense to their heads. First, it's a newly born country. It's so much of abundance, so very bumptious. They are good at technology and all that, they have done well with their hands. But maturity is missing. And also compassion, I think. Even if they help people, it is not out of compassion but it is to show off. Now, when they help, they really make it look so horrible that people don't want to have. You can open the whole thing, it's all right. But now we have some very good Americans who are surgeons. I must say, Gregor is sometimes exhausted, but he thinks that some good things are coming out. Black people there are good, but the best are Chinese. Now we have more Chinese than Americans in SahajaYoga. I don't know. Indians abroad are useless. They are like a mango tree taken to England. It doesn't give mangoes and also an apple. Useless. Can be used only for firewood, I think. Absolutely useless people. Same in America. For them, dollar is their father, their God, everything. Because most of them have gone from very downtrodden societies in India. So, it's all right. We have other population which is good in India, quite a lot, working out. It's spreading like fire in the North India. And my tour this time, I don't know, in I think 25 days, I think I'm going to about 10 places. So it's going to be quite a feat for me. But it's worked out. I'm surprised at Delhi. Compared to Delhi, you see, Canberra is another capital. Delhi has worked wonders, I must say, really. Of course, in Delhi itself, I get about 10 to 12,000 people, but Noida, 12,000 people. I went to Ghaziabad, about 15,000 people, just imagine. And that's the capital of the city. But in Delhi, we don't only have bureaucrats. Maybe here, only there we have bureaucrats. We have lots of business people and other people also. Bureaucrats and politicians, keep them out. They don't want to enter into the kingdom of God. They have their own kingdom of rules and regulations, and that's how they'll be living. So bureaucrats, we should not worry too much. But now some are coming, because TM has harmed them. The bureaucrats are very much harmed by TM in India. So now they are coming to SahajaYoga, just to get out of it. They were telling how they have suffered and what they had to go through. You should get all the information about TM from David Spiro and publish it here as a book or something. Very important. Because it's not what you are writing, what the newspapers have written. You can make a little booklet, write down all these things in that, and let people have it. Could be done. I was thinking of doing it myself, but you know how I am on the run all the time. I had no time to sit down and settle down and do something substantial. हो गया सब? अच्छा.
Mataji, I received this from my son at Boshi.
Huh?
I received a letter from my son. He's at the school in Boshi.
Ah. Yeah. That's good. Beautiful. I must say the children of Australia have proved to be very good compared to others. It's a very good idea. क्या हुआ?
श्वेता जी उनके पास फैक्स तो आए नहीं हैं, तो मैंने कहा कि ऐसी सी बात है. मैंने बताया उनको आपके बारे में पूरा और नाना के बारे में. तो उन्होंने जो है 2 लेटर दे दिए हैं
उनके फैक्स नहीं आए?
नहीं, अभी तक नहीं मिले फैक्स।
तो फ़ोन
मुझे
कर
फ़ोन
दो।
करना पड़ेगा श्याम गुप्ता को। तो उन्होंने ये लेटर इशू किए हैं और बैंक हांगकांग के लिए कोई वीज़ा नहीं लगेगा।
हो गया
बहुत से लेटर
Done without them.
मिस्टर मदन लाल हैं, सेकंड सेक्रेटरी टू
वो जानते हैं?
मिस्टर श्रीवास्तव। तो उन्होंने लेटर बना दिए, एक थाईलैंड के लिए
हाँ।
और एक मलेशिया के लिए, और बोले ताइवान का आपको जो है मेलबोर्न में कराना पड़ेगा।
कहाँ? मेलबर्न।
हाँ, वो यहाँ नहीं होता है।
तो वो वहाँ मिल जाएगा।
ये दोनों यहाँ करा देते हैं, तो इसके लिए मैं भेज देता हूँ किसी को पास।
और हांगकांग?
हांगकांग वीज़ा नहीं लगता है शिवा जी।
श्योर?
या जैसे नो वीज़ा फॉर हांगकांग। वहाँ जब पहुँचेंगे एयरपोर्ट पे वहीं पे स्टैम्प लगा देंगे, यू डोंट नीड वीज़ा। तो उन्होंने डेट पूछा, फिर हमने डेट बताया उनको, दे सेड ओके आई विल मेक इट फॉर होल मार्च।
हाँ?
पूरे मार्च के लिए दे दिया उन्होंने,
कौन सा?
पूरा इसमें लिख दिया, दोनों में।
इस 1 वीक है।
या लेकिन उन्होंने मार्च में दिखाया है, सम टाइम इन मार्च।
बहुत अच्छा, चल हो गया। वहाँ से आया ही नहीं अभी तक?
अभी तक नहीं आया, लेकिन मैं उनको फ़ोन करता हूँ श्याम गुप्ता को कि क्या कर रहे हैं वो, बहुत ज़रूरी है।
श्रीमती कैनबरा के बच्चों ने ड्राइंग
ओह
ये सब सारे बच्चे हैं कैनबरा में जो और उन्होंने ड्राइंग किया।
so beautiful there. Oh. You should have written names also. ये सबके नाम लिख दो यहाँ छोटे छोटे।
अच्छा, श्रीमती जी उन्होंने कभी ड्राइंग किया।
चलो अच्छा है, यहाँ पे स्कूल जैसा बना रहे तुम?
श्रीमती जी पहले प्री स्कूल
हाँ?
यहाँ चलाते थे।
प्री स्कूल?
और
कौन?
सारे बच्चे दूसरे स्कूल जाने लगे थे। She used to run a preschool before.
Is there a preschool here? That's good. Thank you very much. Thank you. उसके नाम लिख देना. This Washi school, we are facing a little problem with the children because I don't know, very wild children, extremely wild. I don't know how to manage them. Just all the time run out of the school and run onto the streets and go into the shops, and it's very difficult. And also still the upper story is being built because the school is starting later on. And it's difficult, when something is built and children are like this, they climb up. So we are thinking that till the school is completed, we'll keep them in Dharamshala only. And then we'll bring them down. There are also big difficulty because it's a place with lots of cliffs and valleys. They just it's too much of activity and too much running out, and I don't know. So they beat each other and all kinds of things are there. The worst part is that one boy does it, the others follow. Nobody will stop them, which is very wrong. In the beginning of 1 month, so the teachers wanted to give up absolutely. They said, we cannot run the school, but the children are absolutely wild. Absolutely wild. They cannot be tamed. And I told them not to in any way slap them or beat them. But I said, all right, you use a plastic ruler just to show them. Nothing, plastic rule, they just came and broke it. Compared to Indian children, I must say, it's a big task. We have to get teachers from outside, maybe, if they do not come round. But I don't know if they really respect teachers here also. This has come out of this kind of a philosophy that let the children express themselves, let them be free, you see, which is wrong. Because why are their parents then? I always say they should hang from the trees. What is the use of having parents if parents can't do anything about it, can't tell them anything? Some were saying, Mother, we were also like that. I said, no, this generation much worse, I think. But even if we were like that, so what? They said, then we changed with SahajaYoga. But I said, how to run the school? Now we have to run the school at this age. Absolutely no self-respect, no respect for anything. At least 70% children are like that. Even the girls are terrible. They don't brush their teeth, they don't want to take a bath, they'll cry for anything, make such a fuss. It's difficult. I had a talk this time with them. With lots of presents for them. They were nice to me and they were listening to me. But Gregor said, they are hypocritical, Mother. He's very disappointed. He went and warned them that if you behave like this, we'll not have you back in the house. So they said, where will you send us then? They said, we'll send you to lunatic asylum. I mean, the new generation that is coming is going to be much worse than you. I tell you, in the West. Be careful. I have a feeling. All these theories come up, but without experimenting, they just employ them. It's very dangerous to do all this. Because it's a new theory, you employ that theory. But first experiment. See for yourself how it works. And on the other hand, they want to criticize our school compared to horrible schools in France. This boy Johan was sent to a French school and he wrote to me that I can't go to that school. Because boys are all doing all dirty things all the time. I can't bear it. And at a very young age, children below 12 years are taking to drugs, smoking. It is such a spoilt atmosphere.
So we see it in society in another very strange way, where prisoners in jail, they're more concerned about their welfare than the people they have done damage to.
Prisoners in where?
When they're in jail, there are lots of people in society who are saying, oh, we must look after them, we must do this, we must do that. But the people that they have robbed or killed or maimed, nothing.
It's Vatican idea. To support all the war criminals, compassion. Worse is France, Once it happened that we had to go by bus, from the station and couldn't get any taxi or something. Got into a bus, myself and Mari. First one gentleman walked in. He was mad, absolutely. And he sat into his chair and he started saying some things. I said, what is he talking about? So he said he's decrying the war, what has gone wrong in the war, but so loudly. I said, he's a bhoot, everybody will catch bhoots from him. She said, Mother, it's all right. Then another lady walked in, same style. Then another gentleman. There were 4 or 5 by the time we reached our destination about. And they were otherwise normal. They would take their tickets all right, pay for that. Otherwise all right. But all the time talking like this. I said they should be all arrested and put in some lunatic asylum. So Mari said, but you see, we French are very compassionate. I said, compassionate to whom? Absolutely mad. Absolutely. I said, they can hit anyone. She says, all right, after all, they are mad. Why do you want to mix them up with others? They said, there are so many now, what to do? By living with the society, they'll improve. None of these. Never happens. But in India, we don't have so many mad people. I mean, we don't have schizophrenia at all. I have not seen anybody having schizophrenia in India. Either they are mad or they are sane. There's nothing in between. But the schizophrenia, they work, they earn, they live like normal people, and suddenly they become mad. You don't know when they will become mad. Like an attack comes to them. That we don't have. We have very few mad people in it. Very few. I mean, the real mad. The schizophrenia I have not heard of. You know, from where it must be drinking, must be the perversions, maybe, or suppressions. It's predicted that 65% of Americans will become schizophrenic. Imagine. You dare not go there. The schizophrenia, I don't know from where it comes.
Srimati, is religious fanaticism the same as madness? Is religious fanaticism the same thing as madness?
I think there must be that. Must be that. Confessions, you see, and this religious fundamentalism. I think Christians are the worst because at least Muslims, you know, they are fundamentalists. I mean, you know they are. And Jews, you know. But these Christians are very, you see, sophisticated fundamentalists. And that's what happens. This Vatican is already on its way out, I think so. Absolutely. Because there's a book written in the name of God. Horrible. Have you read that book? It's banned in India. I don't know if it is banned. In the name of God.
No, it's here. It's available.
Yes, yeah. This gentleman now came to SahajaYoga after writing that book. It's a very nice English one. So it says that this first pope was murdered by this pope, and $9 million were counterfeited and were distributed through the Vatican. I mean, what sort of a thing is this, an organization? I can't understand. And after that, 13 people were murdered just to hide the secret. And now that every day I'm in Italy, every week there is some sort of a exposure of this Vatican government. Horrible. Like this Calvi was murdered. They said he hanged himself on a bridge. No, Calvi says he was murdered because he knew the secret about the death of this Pope. But the man who murdered is a mafia man. And he has confessed that though I am with mafia, the Vaticans asked for my services and they have paid me for this murder. Then they asked Mr. Hurt about this. Why didn't you do something about it at that time when this fellow was hanged here? He said, because we don't want our judges to be murdered, our lawyers to be murdered. Judges were murdered in Italy. What a dangerous place it is. So I am there now. Also this Anglican church and all nonsense. Absolute nonsense. And they know they are not truthful. That's why they are after us. They know it. They're sure. They're aware of it. Such falsehood. But in all religions it has happened like that, no doubt. But maximum in Christian religion, because it's such a sophisticated outward. You see, so inside what's happening, you don't know. It's like the amoebic cyst, you see, which grows inside and comes out in thousands. It's like that. Such hypocrisy. And the people who believe in them are very innocent, good people. Very good people. They are misled. That may be the reason I was born in a Christian family, to find out all the nonsense. Hindus think that Christians are something very chosen ones, wonderful people, very compassionate. They have no idea as to what these priests are up to. Also this lady, the one who got the Peace Prize, Mother Teresa, such a hot-tempered woman, I tell you. I don't know how can you give her a Peace Prize. She collected all the money from the Bengalis and got hold of some sort of barracks, bring all these people who are dying, put them there, convert them. That's what her job. She cannot cure anybody, she cannot give any relief to anyone, no medicines, nothing, just to convert. And she gets a Peace Prize. I met her once when she was going to Calcutta with me. She brought some sort of an odd looking thing with her. She came in the plane. That time she was not such a well-known figure, I think. And she said, I want to sit in front. They said, no, this is for these people. They are people who are sick and they are supposed to sit here. They have reserved it. You can't sit here. No, I want to sit here only because I have this odd thing. They said, you give it to us. I will look after. No. There's a small little space like this where you enter inside the aircraft. She was jumping from here to there. She's very thin, you know. Jumping from here to there, there to there, there to there. For half an hour she was jumping with temper. So, Baba, what is this? She said, no, I am Mother Teresa, this, that. Then they literally put her down and the plane started. This lady should get the prize for peace. Even Ethiopia, she is just converting people. Ethiopia, when they are dying. Because once you convert, you will go to God immediately. Only you have to have the brand. This ordination and ordination, what is it called? Ordination or ordination? Ordination. Women are stupid to fight for it. They must be also orators, I am sure, to see. They must also have a platform to speak. The ladies must be thinking, why only the men? Hindus are equally quite misled by their nonsense, but only advantage in Hindu religion is that it's a scripture and it's not organized. There's no pope or anyone like that there. Or Archbishop of Canterbury. They don't have. The way they mix up politics with religion. And we don't know here that this Christian Democratic Party has been ruling Italy for the last 40 years. There are 7 other parties which are in majority, but they are fighting with each other. These people know how to make them fight. So these are in majority, though in minority. It's a very what you can say call a very funny type of a government which is in a doldrum all the time because they are not in majority. They have only got 32% of votes. And also is very much in France, these parties. French are really Catholics of the worst type. Because there is one advantage in Catholicism, that you can drink as much as you like. And French, for them their Bible is, spiritual food is just drinking. Antonio went to see the judge when they were doing something about this case. Nice judge, because for that little boy he gave a verdict of 9 pages. In that he has mentioned me as respectable and SahajaYoga as very good people and all sorts of things. And when he went to see him, he offered him some, I think must have been some wine, whatever it is. He said, we don't drink. He was surprised that a Frenchman doesn't drink. But in Australia they're taking, they think drinking is bad, isn't it? There's a new sort of a trend coming up. That they respect people who do not drink. It's a good idea.
I think that must be so, Mother, because the breweries are spending a lot more money now to advertise. That means people are not drinking so much.
A doctor commented to me the other day, Srimataji, I'm seeing more and more people who don't drink.
Really? Also it's expensive with recession. Recession is a blessing in a way.
I think the same thing is happening to smoking too.
Where?
I think the same thing is happening to smoking in Australia. It's lessening.
Where happened?
I think the smoking is lessening.
Smoking also?
I think so.
That's the real blessing, I tell you. Vishuddhi would be all right if smoking goes out. But too much money has ruined them, so it's better to have some recession. By the way, I was thinking about the house for you. I was reading newspapers and I find that the houses outside in farmlands are much cheaper. So you should get hold of some big house which is dilapidated instead of buying this one, because it's on the street, you see. If you start singing tomorrow, you'll get police. Best thing is to find out a place which is a little far away, and also some sort of a farmland. So we could pitch some pet tents there, and also that they will not disturb you. There should be some compound around. Somebody told me that one has suggested that they should buy this house.
That was Brisbane.
You were there.
Brisbane.
In Brisbane, not here. No, this is all right, but it won't work out, SahajaYoga. For SahajaYoga, you have to go little outside. Just find out, you might get. They have a very small house in Brisbane. It may be little more convenient for people who are working or something. But for meditation, I think we have to be little away from the city. That's very important. In SahajaYoga we see to all conveniences, you see. Like the puja should be on a Sunday. So many things are there, so many conveniences. But formerly, you had to go on the Himalayas, at least, minimum, for your ascent. So it's very convenient, it's very comfortable. But still, I would suggest that house should be little away from the madding crowd, very important. After all, you all have you have cars, so what does it matter? 5 miles here and 5 miles there. Best thing would be to go for such a house. And if it is dilapidated, better, because then you can renovate it yourself and you can enjoy it, that renovation. Why are you crying? For daddy? Oh my God. The security of daddy. For Sarah, I wanted to tell you something. That I didn't know that she is such an artist and she plays cello. I didn't know. But you see, her husband comes from an aristocratic family, and he has lots of lands and things. So, and he is doing some business in transport, doing very well. Now, for him to come here would be like a beggar to stay here. He can come just to visit you people, but she can learn Indian music there. If she has done cello, she can do very well also. Because it's the same style of sitar or something. She might be able to do it very easily. I should have written it down, that she is like this, a cello player and all that. Then Austria is the best place. What? What she said? What is it?
She said it was on the marriage form.
Huh?
She said it was on the marriage form.
But it was abbreviated. The whole marriage forms were abbreviated.
काय झालं?
Marriage form मध्ये लिहिलं होतं असं म्हणताय. पण
What's
ते-
that? Are you sure?
Started down to the marriage form a couple of years ago, but when they were handed in, I think they were changed a bit,
Oh.
simplified.
See, there were this time 500 marriage forms. And it's a mistake there. But doesn't matter, it's for the good. Because cello is over now. If she becomes a good sitar player, and she'll be known all over the world. You see, Western music, you have to play in a group. And you don't have that much of creativity in that. You cannot create. It's all written down, you have to follow it up and all that. But Indian music is not like that. And you have to be in a part of the group. I mean, individually you have no achievements as such much. But in Indian music you can be of a great renown. So she has a good chance, she can pick up anything. I think she can learn violin there. Indian violin is very good. Or she could learn sitar, sarod, anything. Once you know a string instrument, you can do that better. And nowadays it's very much appreciated, and internationally it's very much appreciated. And it's not a teamwork you have to play on. You have to play alone, single. That's something great. They'll appreciate it coming from a Western girl very much in India. It's regarded. Even our government gives scholarship for that. त्या मुलीचं काय नाव?
सेरा.
तिचं सेरा आहे.
जी.
पण एक मुलगा कोणतरी B.Ed. B.Ed.
जी.
B.Ed is the one who got
अजून सायमन पण इंग्लंडचा.
Simon is from Italy.
इंग्लंड.
No, he was actually he's from Italy, stayed in, married in England. He too got scholarship. But one has to be a good Sahaja Yogi. Otherwise, the one who gets you all these things is Debu Chaudhary. And he wouldn't give to somebody who is not a good Sahaja Yogi and just plays something, he wouldn't give. So he asked me, Mother, what do you think about the Sahaja Yoga part? And do you know this, Debu Chaudhary had this problem of the artist thumb, as they call it. He couldn't play for so many days, I think so many years, because he used to get cramps on his thumbs. So I cured him, he got completely all right. And then he started again playing it. And then he became Dean of the Faculty of Arts in Delhi. Then he started his performances all over, everything. He played before me and he's made some ragas for me, Now he has got a very high title, Padma Bhushan, in Delhi. But he is very much indebted to SahajaYoga, very much indebted. He thinks only it is SahajaYoga which has given him this steadiness, and he thinks only that SahajaYoga has given him these blessings, and that's how he has achieved it. ठीक है. So, तुम कब जा रहे?
भेज दिया उनको श्रीमती. गए हैं, एक पासपोर्ट लेकर के. हाँ, सहयोगी हैं, तो और लेटर दे दिया हमको, तो वो जाके करा लेंगे, हो जाएगा.
पर वहाँ कैनबरा में नहीं होगा तो वहाँ कैसे होगा भाई? मेलबर्न
नहीं, ताइवान का जो है वो मेलबर्न में ऑफिस है, या मेलबर्न या सिडनी में ट्रेड सेंटर के थ्रू होता है. जी हाँ, यहाँ पे नहीं है उसका, एम्बेसी नहीं है उसकी कहीं भी, तो ट्रेड सेंटर से होता है.
चलो ठीक है, काम तो काफ़ी हो गया.
जी एकदम हो गया अपने आप पीछे से.
इनविटेशन के लेटर्स हैं तुम्हारे पास?
हाँ, वो स्टीवन के पास है. हाँ, ताइवान से जो, तो वो उस बेस पे हो जाएगा वहाँ पे, देयर विल बी नो प्रॉब्लम फॉर दैट.
वहाँ से लेटर क्यों नहीं आया? शाम को बता दो.
मैं अभी फ़ोन करता हूँ उनको.
मेरे ख्याल से पहले करवा लो फिर बताना.
हाँ, पहले हो
नहीं
जाए
तो वो कैंसिल न कर दे वहाँ से.
नहीं, पहले हो जाए फिर जो है उनको बोलेंगे कि जो है क्या हुआ लेटर का.
वैसे कर नहीं सकते कैंसिल.
नहीं, उन्होंने तो बोला कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं होगी, तुरंत जो है
सब चीज़ें, एवरीथिंग वर्क्स आउट. इन SahajaYoga one should not worry, everything works out. Whatever is an obstruction really is for our progress. This case in France has helped us so much now. Everything for our progress. If there's some little obstruction, it is for us to jump out of it. Always. So one should never worry about anything. Never worry. It's all worked out. This time there was a miracle when you came to India. We had all these silver things and all the presents and everything put in a truck. And they told me that we have filled the truck. We are going to leave. I said, no, tonight you are not to leave. Somehow or other you keep back. Tomorrow morning. They couldn't understand. I said, no, nothing doing. And that night, all the trucks were plundered on the way by dacoits. So, next morning they started. And they came up to very close to Ganpatipura called Jaka Devi, is a place. There, most of the time there are some accidents. Must be some sort of a bhoot there, I don't know what. So this truck lost its control and the wheel started coming out, and big problem. And it was on a slope, so it started moving backwards. So these boys jumped out. And also the driver jumped out, thinking now what will happen. All the things inside them. It started moving and suddenly it turned at right angles, and then at right angles, and stopped near a platform, just like this, a big platform made of stone by nature itself. Just stopped there. They thought this now finished. Where is it going like this, moving by itself? Then a bus came that side. If this had not happened, the bus would have collided. I've seen myself it being stopped, and no one can believe how it must have happened. Then they used the platform for taking out things. And there was a bus in which people went and got another truck. And nothing was destroyed, nothing, not a single bit. So that's what it is. SahajaYoga It's something one has to experience and then believe in it. Everything works out. Okay. So now